Well, good morning, and welcome to Hour of Power with the Queen. Of course, I am Angela Thomas Smith, the visionary of Hour of Power with the Queen, the Crew Podcast, Aspiring Authors Magazine, AALAC. Got my hands in a lot, but God, I thank Him. I thank Him for yet another day, another opportunity that we get to come and impact. We get to educate, empower, and encourage, hopefully, someone to their next level of success and what success looked like for them. Y'all, it's all about self awareness, habits, being intentional, being focused, and being willing to transform. So I'm excited. Like always, every Monday morning, I get excited to be back in the building, to be back able to share with you guys yet another opportunity. So I want you to share this with someone in your circle of influence because you never know what the next person may be in need of. They may need that shift on today. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's available on Amazon. It's available on Audible. It is also available in digital. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it in print. Um, 99-cent Audible. Y'all, and it's a 19-minute listen. A 19-minute listen. So you can listen to it on your drive to work. You can listen to it while you're making your morning coffee if you're ready to shift. And it's just going to give you some framework to shifting. Being aware, self awareness, habits, intentional, focus, transformation. That's what it's all about. That's what we're going to be diving into the month of May, y'all. April's almost over. So next Monday, y'all, we're going to dive into shift. We're going to start with self awareness, and we're really going to break down self awareness. We're going to help you discover what self awareness really is. And maybe we can find out some things about ourselves that maybe we don't know. But it's a journey, it's a challenge that we're going to be doing next week. So make sure that you tune in, make sure that you invite somebody. I want to challenge you to invite 7 people because, y'all, this is going to be a 7-day challenge. A 7-day challenge. Y'all, you're going to be able to transform. You're going to be able to be intentional, focus, get rid of some old habits while developing some new habits, all while learning truly who you are. The whole objective is to understand the concept of self awareness. We want you to be able to identify personal strengths, your weaknesses, and those things that motivate you. We want you to be able to build habits of reflections and growth. And we want to ignite motivation for the week ahead. So next week, Monday, y'all, make sure that you tune in, invite somebody, and be ready because we're going to have a good time. We're going to be breaking down that framework. I'm going to give you an overview of shift, that framework, and focusing on that S self-awareness, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. I want you to think about what is self-awareness throughout this week. I want you to think about what self-awareness is. I want you to be able to define what that is. Like a definition. What is self-awareness? Like, what is your definition of it? And then I want you to be able to discuss what does self-awareness mean to you? Because it is all about what it means to you. We can listen to different perspectives and we can take in different perspectives, but it's all about what it means to you. So we definitely want to chime in. We definitely want to have some different perspectives. So definitely want you in the comment section to be commenting if you want to jump on with me. I'm going to post the link for you to jump on, even if you want to call in and I can, bring the phone on and we can hear it. We can do that too. But I definitely want you guys to chime in next week, invite somebody to come out. Y'all, we're going to be breaking down these points. We're going to be breaking down and reflecting on some different things. So there's going to be 5 key points that we're going to be talking about. And these key points of becoming you and understanding you, that is going to be our theme. So you can be thinking about this. It is becoming you, the power of self-awareness. That is our theme. That is going to be our lesson on next week. Y'all can go ahead and be thinking about it. These are the 5 key points in becoming you that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about reflections, and we want you to journal. So y'all, as y'all thinking about these things and getting ready for next week and preparing for next week, go ahead and journal. Write down some notes, write down some questions so you can be ready. But becoming you, pause and reflect on your story. Always be open for feedback. Embrace growth. And most importantly, be willing to realign with your values. Because sometimes, y'all, we step away from those things that we value, and those things that are our value system and our morals, those things, and things that we come up on. Sometimes we can be infected by and influenced by our environment, and even going to school and learning these different things in school, we can be affected by just different things. So, getting back to that, realigning with your own personal values, your values, that what you define, not what everybody else defined for you, but what you define. Again, we're talking about self-awareness, understanding who you are, loving who you are, and being able to operate in who you are. So we're definitely going to talk about that, and we're gonna have a nice time. So be ready. Be ready on next week to chime in and begin this journey of shifting, because this is what it's all about. Week before last, we started talking about shift, and God was downloading things to me on air as we was doing this, and immediately after the show, I went and I worked on this 26-page book. um, I was able to get it up. It's up through Amazon. It's available Audible, digital, and in print. Um, Only 99 cents for the Audible copy. And I don't know how long that's going to be, because originally I think it's like $9.99. But right now it's 99 cents. So y'all go download it and listen to it. Y'all, it's a 19-minute listen. And I want you to listen to it over and over and over, because every week you should be shifting. And every week you should be shifting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Your shift should always be different. But we should always remember the framework. Once we get the framework in line, and once we have that outline, we always gonna remember self-awareness, habits, intentional focus, transformation. Once we get that framework in place, and once we get those 7 days are going to make a difference. Once we get those 7 days really activated into our everyday, allowing it to become a routine, allowing it to become a part of who we are and what we're doing. Like, every day we should be really focusing on who we are. We should be really focusing on being intentional, being focused. And every day we should be transforming. You should be better than you were on yesterday. Like, every day you should be moving towards another level. We shouldn't be where we were yesterday. We should have done something that has allowed us to, just if it's only an elevation of a step, an elevation of an inch, elevation, but an elevation is an elevation. And it always should be moving forward and not backwards. And that's where we are. And that's where we got to keep that mindset. And it's something that we have to put in ourselves. We can't wait for somebody to come and say, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, and things going to go this way, and this is how this is going to go. No, you got to get up today. And you got to say, hey, this is what I want for me and this is what I got to do. And you got to put those actions. You got to put those things in actions. You can't wait for something to fall out the sky because, hey, it's not going to happen. Nothing is falling out the sky because the word tells us if you're a believer, no matter what you believe, all of it goes back to Him, the Creator, the one that created us. There's only one God, and His word is His word. So whatever He's given you, whatever He's told you, whatever He shared with you, know that it has to come to pass. Because guess what, y'all? Jeremiah 29:11, the word says, it said He declared. Like, that thing just hit me the other day. Like, it ain't something that He's about to do. It's something that He's already done, y'all. He's already done it for us. He said He declared. Declared is past tense. That means it's done. So if He already declared that He had a plan for us, y'all, the plan is already mapped out. The plan is already done. The plan is already there. So it's up to you to catch up with that plan. The plan is not going to change. You got to get in place. You got to align with it. Some of us, it's like we're waiting for something to happen. And it's like, I just want to push you and just say, go, 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 because nothing is going to happen if you just sit there. But if you just keep going, it may seem like nothing is happening. It may seem like you're going nowhere. It may seem like no one hears you. It may seem like no one is buying your books. It may seem like no one is showing up for your conferences. It may seem like, but guess what? Everything that is supposed to be happening is happening. Those that are supposed to be showing up are showing up. Those that are in place for that moment, because we got to understand that He operates in the now. So if you're waiting for something to happen and you're not doing nothing, so guess what? He's sitting there waiting too. He's sitting there waiting for you to do something so He can do something. See, if you don't do nothing, faith without works is dead. So you can have faith all day long, and He's sitting there watching you have faith. He's sitting there watching the faith. But if you're doing no work to put that faith in action, to activate that faith, to allow Him to be able to work, if you're not out here putting your books out, if you're not out here attending conferences, if you're not here doing podcasts, if you're not out here doing something where He can have somebody show up, where He can have somebody go buy your book, where He can touch somebody's heart to say, oh, I want to make a donation, where He can touch somebody's heart to say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this for them. But if you're not showing up for Him to be able to do that, then how can He do it? We have an opportunity for 56 more authors to join the 100 author movement. This is an opportunity to where you can be a part of every event that we have. AALAC, African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign, Chasing Your Dream Book Tour and Expo, as we go to these different cities and partner with these different events. You have an opportunity to be a part of these events. You have an opportunity to join in and allow your brand to be heard, allow your voice to be heard. You have opportunity to be a speaker, you have opportunity to be a vendor, you have an opportunity. But if you don't do anything, but if you just sit there and just waiting for something to happen, nothing is going to happen. Like, you have to make the move, you have to make the transition, you have to make the effort, you have to be intentional, and then you have to be focused. See, I get it. If you're not focused, then I get it why you're not moving, why you just watching, why you just sitting there, because you're not focused. But how can we help you get focused? Because we want you to be focused. We want you to be about your business so that you can be about your brand. Because y'all got to remember that at the end of the day, we are our brands. We are the representation of our individual brands. We are the representation of those brands that we share. Even though the 100 author movement may be, looked at as something that I am the visionary of, everybody that is a part of it, if you sharing it and people know that you are attached to it, then when they think about you being attached to it, because they may not know me, but when they think about you being attached to it, and then the other people that they meet or the other people that they may see because of you sharing it with them and giving them the opportunity to be a part. Because at the end of the day, it's all of us. Because we are the change that we desire to see. A lot of us, we are the first of a lot of things that are taking place in our families. I have in my family, I have a nephew who is a fire chief. He's the first African American fire chief at that particular location, and he is the youngest also at that particular location. Something that is amazing, and something that if he had not stepped outside of the box, he decided that he didn't want to go to college. He wanted to be a firefighter. He started doing this in high school. He started going to volunteer and started doing stuff on the weekend up at the fire department. And next thing you know, when he got turned 18, they was offering him a job. Next thing you know, by the time he got ready to walk across the stage a couple of weeks later, he was working at fire department. The next thing you know, he working at 2 fire departments. The next thing you know, my baby's chief. Doing programs in school, teaching other kids and allowing other kids that look like him to see that, yes, you can do this. See, a lot of us, we sit down on the things that we've been blessed to overcome, those things that we've been blessed to walk into, those things that we have overcame, and we have the opportunity to allow people to see us. We sit down on it. I can't. I refuse to, because when he raised me up off my bed of affliction, all I wanted to do was share his goodness. Didn't know how I was gonna do it. But if everybody that know me know I love to talk, and know I'll have a conversation with myself if I got to. But I love to talk. So God opened the door and allowed me to be able to be on various people podcasts. And I got used to being on other people's podcasts to he opened up the door for me to be on this podcast. And I went on as a guest. And a few days later, I was invited to be a host. And y'all, I've been there now 5 years. 5 years. I'm excited because this week, Wednesday, I get to share on that particular network um, my poetry book and some of the amazing poets that is a part of this amazing book. It's called Awaken Verses. Y'all, it is available audio, digital, and print. It's available on Blurb, Amazon, and Mad Cloud. I think. Is it on Mad Cloud? Is it on Mad Cloud? I don't know if it's on Mad Cloud, but I know it's available on Blurb and Amazon. It's available digital and print. But let me check and see if it's on Mad Cloud for you guys. But y'all, you have an opportunity to meet some amazing poets. I think it's 20 amazing queens that shared in this book. How many ever it is, y'all, I'm telling you, it was just amazing. I had an opportunity, we have an opportunity to analyze their poems. So y'all, you're going to get an opportunity to read their poems, and then you're going to have a breakdown of what that poem is about. It is amazing. You have an opportunity where you can journal. You have an opportunity where you can share those things that touched you about those poems. And of course, we encourage you to write, journal those thoughts. And if you are urged to write some poems, write some poems. And of course, I'm going to encourage you to make sure you publish that stuff at the end. So I left some information in there. Also, we always love to share resources. So what we did this book, we shared some authors that have books out, and we shared the different categories that they have books in. So if you are in looking for grief, if you're looking for grief category, you can go over and look for stuff under different individuals. And we listed the individuals. And then what else? There's some I think there's some advertisement of some different organizations, some different platforms in the back, that if you're in need of some assistance, it may not be right away, immediately assistance, but if you are in need of some encouragement, some uplifting, some that can help you move further than where you are, there's some resources in the back that can help you shift your mind, and just help you go to the next level in you. So I definitely encourage you to tap into those resources and to tap into this book. Again, that is Awaken versus Unleashing the Power Within You. Um, Another poetry book, definitely led by the Holy Spirit. Because I tell you, I just I don't know. But nevertheless, y'all, I'm excited. I get excited every week because, y'all, we got another opportunity. We got another opportunity to do great things. We got another opportunity to do something that we did not get to do last week, that maybe we desire to do. All those dreams and aspirations that you have, and you've seen, and you want to explore, you have the opportunity to do it this week. So do something that you didn't do last week. Don't stay where you are. Go to the next level. It's time to advance. So, y'all, I thank y'all for tuning in this morning. Again, I don't have a lot. It is 9:24, and I'm about to get on off here because I've said what I needed to say today. Y'all make sure y'all tune in next Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place. I'll see y'all then. Y'all be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. And know that you can do all things through him that strengthens you. He will turn your tears into joy and your sad days into happy days. Trust and believe. I love you guys, and I thank you for tuning in to another episode of Monday Morning Motivation, your hour of power with the Queen. Of course, I am Queen Angela, and I hope that you're able to shift on today. I hope that you know a little bit more about yourself. You're developing good habits and getting rid of some of those bad habits. And you're being intentional in those things that you know that you are called to. Get focused so that you can transform. I love you guys. Have a great one. Be blessed. Be blessed.